let's get another Mandalorian figure in the collection. Welcome to MANDO Collectables. So here's this week's figure unboxing, and this is TMS 044, the Armourer 1/6 scale figure, sideshow exclusive, and very happy to have this at last. Obviously, I'm waiting for a good few figures from Sideshow, unfortunately, so I'm going to be way behind in picking them up, unfortunately, but regardless, she's here, and I'm very, very happy to add her to the collection at last. So let's take a look at the box. And as you can see, the Sideshow exclusive figure sticker on the corner. And then obviously you've got the figure herself on the front, looking pretty cool. Really nice pose there. She looks really quite detailed, to be honest. Really looking forward to getting her out of the box. So what we'll do, we'll turn the box to the side as per usual. And then you have just the side of the box in the beginning of the band with, of course, another pose of the Armourer with just a hammer. And then we'll go around back to the front again. And then the bottom of the band, of course, a closer look at the Armourer herself with the details on the bottom. And then finally, the band ends, and then it's just the information on the side as per usual. And then on the back, we have the usual who's, why's, ifs, what's, and all the relevant information you need about the figure itself. So there we have it. There is the box, and looking forward to getting this figure out of the box. So what we'll do as per usual, we shall open the box and then take a look at the inlay card, and then we shall then look at the accessories and of course the figure, set her up and get her into the collection. And here's the inlay card, and I've got to admit, this looks a pretty fantastic pose, and the picture itself looks pretty awesome as well. Let's get a close-up of that. She looks really, really cool. I really love the effect and the way they've taken this picture for the inlay card. She looks amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic pose, fantastic picture. You cannot beat, really. I'd love to see these pictures actually on the front of the box rather than being inlay cards, to be honest. But regardless, there she is in all the glory. Absolutely fantastic pose and inlay card, of course. So there's the inlay card. So let's crack on and then take out all the accessories and check out what she comes with. Okay, so here's all of the Armourer's accessories. Now we'll start at the back, because you can see we have a backdrop. Something we've never had before. Well, I certainly have never had with a figure. So that'll be interesting to have a look at. And then we'll go down to the accessories themselves. And of course, we've got a base, which is a nice difference. It's like a bronzy coloured base, what she's going to be standing on. Then we have, of course, 4 different hands, including the 2 that she comes with. Then we have, of course, some Beskar armour that's obviously being made, obviously, that she was making. Then we have her tools. Well, actually, no, we'll go for the Beskar. We've got a bit of Beskar first. There we go. So we've got a bar of Beskar. And then, of course, we have her tools. Firstly, we have this, which is, I'm assuming it's like an arc welder to weld all the tools onto the Mandalorian. Next, we have the ladle, where it does have some melted Beskar in there. And then, of course, her legendary hammer / weapon, which looks pretty cool. Really, really nice. And then finally, I wouldn't know what to call these, grabbers of some sort, so she can get whatever's in the furnace out of the furnace, of course, without severely burning herself. But there you go. Nothing amazing. Not a lot of accessories, but still pretty cool. So there they are, all in their glory. So what we'll do now is we shall move on to the figure, straight out the box, check her out, and then get her posed up and into the collection. And here is the Armourer out of the box, just in a standard pose. So we'll move in closer. Firstly, take a look at her helmet. And the helmet looks absolutely awesome. Loving the colour. Loving the texture of this helmet. Really, really nice. And also liking the spiky effect on top of the helmet. Absolutely awesome detail on this. Really, really nice paintwork on that helmet. Fantastic. So we'll move down to her chest, and this is the first part of only 2 bits of armour that she wears, which is on the front of her chest. And then what we'll do, we'll turn around to the back, and as you can see, here is her pelt, which is really quite nicely textured. It looks like a bit like a Wookiee hair, but they've obviously put something on it to keep it looking flat. But underneath the pelt is her second bit of armour that goes on the back of that. Straighten that up a bit. But yeah, the pelt, love the pelt, absolutely fantastic looking, that is. Really, really nice. And then we'll go down to her arms. Now, this is obviously supposed to be a leather effect, but this is actually moulded. But very, very nicely done. Well painted. Obviously, yeah, her arms and her hands are joined at the bottom of the arm again by a wrist, which I did have problems last time with the Tusken Raider, saying that these were going to be easier to use, but obviously I had to be a bit more careful with these ones this time round. But yeah, liking the texture effect of the moulded plastic. It does really go well and look very, very much like a leather effect. Really great paint job on there. And then we'll go down to her so-called skirt, which is like a actual pleather effect. Really, really nice looking effect on that. Nice little belt. And that follows round, of course, all the way around down to her like trousers. And then, of course, her boots are really, really nice. You've got these like spats across the top of her boots, and then a moulded plastic underneath. Now, she does have split heel, so she can be put in some decent action poses. But overall, absolutely love this figure. Not too sure about this wraparound for holding the figure. I would have preferred probably more of a crutch stand, because this might interfere with the actual pleather over time, so I might change that. But overall, very happy with that. Detailed, fantastic looking figure. Smaller than I thought she'd be, but overall, absolutely pleased with this figure. So let's get her set up, put her in a nice pose, and then add her to the collection. And here she is, the armourer, all fully tooled up and in a pretty classic pose, to be honest with you. I didn't have the room to do any action poses, not at this present moment in time anyway, so I thought I'd just keep her in a classic pose. She's holding obviously main tools, which is a hammer and her tongs, and she looks pretty awesome. I have to admit that. Really, really great to have her in the collection at last. And as I say, detail wise and the overall figure itself looks absolutely fantastic. So very happy to actually have her in the collection at last. So there she is, fully posed up and ready to add to the collection. Let's get her in there. So there's the armourer in the collection, and as you can see, she is dwarfed by the likes of the heavy Mando and of course the Beskar Mando at the back there, but she looks absolutely superb in the collection there at the moment. As I say, I'm going to have to rearrange these guys at the top, the Mando collection, but I will get round to it and start filling up the lower shelves. But well, happy to add it to the collection. So there she is. That is the 1/6 scale Hot Toys the Armourer. Very happy at last to have her in the collection. So there we have it, another awesome figure added to the Mandalorian collection. And of course, it's the Armourer, and she looks absolutely awesome up there. I'm very happy to have her in the collection at last. And as I say, it's going to take me a little bit of time to get my figures, because I pre-ordered a majority of them from Sideshow. But in future, of course, I will be getting them from Toys by an Agent. I do have another one inbound, so we've definitely got another Mandalorian figure next week, thank goodness. But as I say, very happy with the Armourer in the collection. Looks amazing, and I can't wait for the next figure. So guys, this is it. Another video done and dusted as per usual. Thanks so much for watching. Please do leave a comment. Please do leave a thumbs up. And remember, if you like the content you see and you want to see future content, do subscribe. But remember, only if you want to. I'll catch you in the next video.